Everybody has a podcast.
Hey now, welcome into the show tonight, 9:33 in the place to be. Everybody has a podcast football. You guys are having a great evening on this Monday night. It's December, folks. 12/2/2024. Whoa. A rather cold night tonight. Now south, finally starting to feel like Christmas. Christmas time. Yeah, it's Christmas time.
Say, Wiggy, take out the trash!
Christmas time in the city, feeling like Christmas, a good Thanksgiving, holiday season in full effect. What is it, like 36 degrees outside is what my handy dandy thermometer says. Grant, how are you? You enjoying the cool weather? And I guess how was your Thanksgiving, even though I was there with you?
Holiday season. That's pretty good, man. Very good. Appreciate you having me out, man. It was good
Sure.
to hang out, eat some good food with folks, and just watch some football, and you know,
Yeah.
um,
NFL football has been pretty solid this season. We've had some good games, got some good games going on right now. A good game, I should say. Yeah, NFL's been fun. A good rivalry weekend. Lots to chit chat about. Man, yeah, I got so much to chat about. I don't even know where to begin. Did you do anything for football this weekend? Anything interesting happen? Because after the holiday, after Thanksgiving and Black Friday, which I didn't really do anything, I just kind of chilled and digested.
no, same here. It's been been getting cold lately, and just chilling inside. Really, man. Just uh, trying to trying to avoid the cold weather. Actually, but I'm glad it's here finally. Um, so
Yeah,
not too much going on.
yeah. I'm glad it's here, man. I feel like we've had a very good football season in terms of hanging out. doing things with the guys or friends. I can't count specifically, but I know you've been over to the house and to the field at least 4 times this season, right? At least 4, maybe 5 hangouts, or am I overthinking it?
It's yeah, something like that.
Yeah, that's good. Usually, man, I don't feel like we get as many. We even had a field hangout, which was great. This weekend I knew it was man, I just didn't have anything going on. We had some. It seems like after holidays, especially with the kids, they want to put up Christmas stuff and get the decorations out, which I don't blame them, man. As a kid, I enjoyed doing that very uh, as well. So we started doing that. Watched the Iron Bowl here at the house. I do that too because, man, I really didn't know what to expect in that game. Uh, if Bama played like Bama, which they did for the most part, too many turnovers still, but they won. That's all that matters. And man, there was a lot of rivalry fighting this weekend, wasn't there?
Oh yeah, it was what Ohio State, and Michigan. Who else was getting into it?
Good God, just about everybody. Alabama did with Auburn, which still a little peeved about that penalty. That should have been offsetting penalties, man. That Auburn dude pushed him out. Um, who else? What other games was there? Did Clemson and South Kakalaki get into it? I know there were so many because they talked about fights in at least 6 games. So, pretty wild, man. Michigan Ohio State was a good one. I don't know, man. I don't know how I feel about that. I really won. If someone else plants the flag on your field, one, it's so ridiculous. Like, are you really going to go out there and say that's disrespect? You just got disrespected on your field anyways. You lost. So what's somebody throwing a flag down there going to do? To me, it's more embarrassing going out there and trying to fight them over that.
Yeah, that's kind of stupid.
Yeah, I mean, I get defending it, man, and trying to be cool, but yeah, I don't know. I don't. It's easy way to get you in trouble or get your school in trouble, and it really looks shitty. Like everybody said online, man, you had 60 minutes to defend your field, to defend your turf. You didn't. They came out there, they won. So hats off to them.
Hats off to him.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Going to be a good playoff spread. I do have something to add. This is kind of fun, man. This weekend, while I was sitting in enjoying the cool weather coming in, you and I both talked about new video games. I never got into X Defiant yet. I need to do that. I did download it. It was taking forever to install. I don't know why. And then the next day, looking at Black Friday sales, downloaded WWE 2K24. And I don't know how I feel about the game. Right now, I hate it because I cannot get it used to the controls. I have it's so frustrating. I'm getting pissed at it because it's not like the old days where I guess I haven't really played a WWF game since early PlayStation, probably. But man, it's just a frustrating ass game to play.
So WWE 2K, huh?
Yeah, 2K24 is the one they came out with earlier this year. Great graphics. I even created all the homies on there. Thought it might be funny to have Jarvis Beavers on there and you and him as a tag team. I can't figure it out, man. There's too much going on. I've been out of the wrestling for a while, but it was marked down to like, what was it, $20, $19 for Black Friday from like 54, and it popped up. I was like, you know what, that sounds fun. I like wrestling, so let's try that. Like I said, gave it a try, man, and it's just the controls, man. You got to hit reversals at the right time and timing. I'm sure once I get into it, it'll be fun, man. But I even put it on easy mode because really I just want to kind of play with the storyline. And I don't know. I feel like it should be a little easier to get accustomed to the controls. But I digress, my friend.
So how long you been playing it for?
Just this weekend. I got it on Black Friday. So tried it out and did even the little tutorial, put it on easy mode, and I'm still struggling to do moves and stuff. It's just a lot going on in that game.
That's one I haven't played any new wrestling games. I know we've done reviews of the kind of old ones, and any of the new shit I haven't checked out.
Yeah,
Is there like online play with that?
I think there is. I think there is. And like I said, I know it'll be fun, but just the learning curve for the controls is extremely fucking frustrating. It's even on easy mode. Like to me, I want to do it to have fun with the game, man. I don't want to. I mean, I want to wrestle and fight and stuff, but dude, I just want to create my wrestler, win the world championship, do storylines, bullshit like that. Uh, the timing of reversals and how you have to play it is just frustrating. I don't know. I'm not a huge fan of it, but the graphics look good so far. I haven't stuck with one game too long to determine how I'm going to like it as I play through, because there's different modes you can play, like My GM, Universe, a bunch of other shit. So hit us up if you know how to play it better than I do, because I apparently suck at it.
Man, get in there on the YouTube, check it out.
Yeah, need to figure out how to. And they also have a face import, which I love this option. So I try to import a picture of my face in there, and it reminded me of the joke of Jarvis Beavers getting his girlfriend's face tattooed on his face. It looked like they took a picture of somebody's face, and almost like if you have those masks that look like a stocking mask with a face picture on it, and you put it over somebody's, it just that looked terrible too. So I just went in there and started customizing shit. Yeah, I'm probably just gonna bash this game, man. It's I don't like to. I'm too old to learn how to do a new game completely. I need an easy learning curve. What do you think? Is that how you feel with games these days?
It's kind of hard not to do that. You just have to, if you want to get into it, you just got to get into it. Especially with the Call of Duty and all that. Which mostly that's a multiplayer game. I know people buy it, not really campaign, but multiplayer. But
Right.
I don't know. It just depends on what you want to do, how
Yeah.
into it you want to get. But so just anything you have to kind of ride it out. Man, got a Monday night game going on 25-28. Who the fuck are they playing? It's Cleveland and
Denver.
Denver. Yeah.
Yeah. Bo Pix is coming into his own.
But they got different uniforms or something.
Yeah, Denver's looks a
Remember these
little.
orange helmets. Oh no, that's that's Cleveland, dude. White helmets.
They
I
got
don't know.
the.
That's I don't remember seeing these uniform. Maybe they've been playing in them, but I like the old school Denver throwback uniforms. Those are pretty cool.
I do too. Big fan of those.
Yeah, the new ones. I don't like them so much.
Nah.
It's like a New England Patriots. I like their old uniform.
The Patriot kind of squatting down, or
Yeah,
like with the football. I like that one too.
yeah, those are cool, man. I don't like the new ones. Oh god damn, man! It's I was man, I had an admin day. I just drunk a bunch of happy dads, man. Passed out around 6 o'clock. Woke up at 8:30.
Man, there you go. How many happy days did you have?
God,
They're addictive, man.
they're like 7.
Whew, you're not feeling them anymore?
Ugh, I'm kind of like dragging, but like I'm like, oh, I gotta get up. Not be a biatch. So yeah, I'm good now though. I was looking at a thing on ground beef, man. How do you cook your ground beef?
That's a good question. I usually just kind of simmer it in the pan, and I'd usually drain the fat for sure. Man, if I'm just doing really basic, salt, pepper, simmer it in the pan until it's brown, drain it, and that's about it. Man, nothing fancy, nothing serious. Now, sometimes I will let it simmer a little lower and put a little more bone broth in there if I really want to add some extra protein or really get that beefy taste. But most of the time, I keep it pretty simple.
I was looking for new recipes online. I saw this thing on YouTube where like it's saying like you're like most people don't cook ground beef the way they're supposed to. So you're supposed to. It says you're supposed to cook it until it gets really crispy. You know how it looks when you cook it for a long time.
Right.
looks crispy and stuff. And so you're supposed to cook it until it all gets crispy and stuff. And like some of it starts jumping out of the pan a little bit, and you don't have any moisture in the pan, like it's all gone. And it's supposed to be a lot better and more flavorful and stuff. I was saying most people cook it to where it just looks like boiled meat. I think that's what I've been doing. But like you're supposed to cook it till it's all crispified. That's what it says. Some
Really?
people, yeah, don't they don't leave it in there long enough. But you're supposed to cook it till it's all crispied up, or it just gets that darker look if you leave some of it in. Like if you're ever cooking ground beef and some of it, you leave it in there for a longer time. Some of it has that like darker, crispy texture. You're supposed to leave it to get all of it like that.
Man, that's funny because I've done that before where I've let it sit there and it starts getting that crispy texture and popping. And I'm like, oh shit, I need to get it off. I didn't realize that's the way it should be. I probably overcook mine a little more than I should, but I usually don't let it get to that point. But with ground beef, I would prefer to cook it a little more thorough. I will tell you, man, there's definitely a difference in quality depending on what type of grocery stores you go to or where you get it. I cooked some ground beef the other day. It was actually ground sirloin, and which I mean, it's still ground beef, but the sirloin cut, and paid a little more, but it was on sale, and it was absolutely wonderful, fantastic, lean, barely had any fat dripping out of it. I can taste it. If you get those big tubes from like Walmart or something cheap like that, man, that's just pure filler and fat. I mean, you're going to drain half of it out.
Ew.
I actually got a good question for you, though. You're talking about these recipes. I looked at something last night. I was watching a YouTube. Shout out Sam Reed. He has that studio review channel. Pretty cool stuff, man. I like him. Younger guy, younger married guy, so he's not too young, but he travels a bit. Fun channel. Anyways, he went to Australia, and apparently it got me thinking. He went down under, and he was talking about food down there. And they actually eat kangaroo. Some of them do. Some of them don't. Some people do. Some people don't. You can order kangaroo in the United States. Did you know that?
I did not.
You can order it from a couple of places online. I thought about ordering some and just giving it a try. Would you try some kangaroo?
I'd try it.
Yeah, I would too, man. I'd be curious about it. I know apparently Steve Irwin and his wife Terry were not a fan of people eating kangaroo or native wildlife, which, man, shout out Steve Irwin, man. He's was a good human being. But I got to digress, man. Apparently they have more kangaroo in Australia than we have white-tailed deer in the United States. So if you have that many kangaroo, I'm sure eating a couple of million is going to be fine, right?
I would think so.
Wonder what it tastes like, man. I may do it. I found I think it's fossilfarms.com. I think they're based out of New Jersey. I looked last night. It wasn't that much. I mean, it was maybe $16, $19 a pound or so. So I mean, obviously more than you're going to pay for your normal ground beef, but we're talking about an exotic bouncing Australian animal. I'm gonna have to try it, man. I'm gonna get it. I'll save you a bite. I don't know how I would cook it. Should I put it in the pan and wait till it crisps up just a little bit?
I mean, what are you getting? Like kangaroo steaks, ground kangaroo?
They got a bunch of different types. I thought about getting steaks would probably be the most genuine. But see, now here's my worry about a steak. Now with the kangaroo steak, man, I don't know what the hell kind of shit they have. Do you have to cook it thoroughly where it's cooked all the way through so you're not getting any parasites or anything? I doubt that. Or do you cook it like a cow that's, kind of keep it on the medium rare side?
I don't know.
I feel
find out though.
I feel like with ground beef, ground kangaroo, any type of ground meat, and you cook it thoroughly, I feel like you're probably going to be pretty safe from any hidden viri that may be lurking within its muscular system.
That could be true.
We're going to give it a try soon.
But
Real trap shit.
Hey,
What up, Wes?
what the? What are
uh,
I'm
how was your weekend, Wes?
Yeah, it's pretty good. Thanksgiving was pretty good. Me and baby not together, but we did do Thanksgiving together just to you know what I'm saying, yeah.
Not really.
Hey, what are you
Did eat a
saying?
lot of, turkey and whatnot.
Oh yeah, we got a turkey and a ham and stuff and all kinds of stuff. Pretty good, yeah.
I bought some cornbread stuffing from the store just to eat stuffing because I don't know, I hadn't had stuffing in a while. It was
Yeah.
all right. It was pretty good, you know.
Yeah.
I haven't ever. I mean, I've had stuffing that's good, but not anything that really blew my socks off or anything. But
I'll be honest, I've had it. I've never prepared it. What goes into the prep for it?
I have no idea.
Hmm.
I just bought some. I don't really know how you fix it or anything. But
Ah, gotcha. You just bought. You didn't. It was already ready to go.
yeah, it's in one of those pans, and yeah, it was pretty all right. It was not bad. It's cornbread stuffing. So you know, I know they all kind of do different kinds of stuffing, and then you got your gravy that you can put on there. I didn't make any of that.
Yeah,
So,
man. I do like some gravy. Didn't we talk about that before? It seems like a fever dream right now about beef tips and rice or rice with gravy.
oh yeah, that's so good. I just like rice and gravy. I don't
That's
really
what you said. I like the beef tips too, but rice and gravy by itself, I could just have that as well. That is amazing.
Yeah, it is when it's really hot. Yeah,
Oh,
yeah. I tried to fix some cube steak and stuff with that gravy laid, and that shit was nasty. I threw it out. I don't know what it was, man. Something wasn't right with the seasonings, man.
yeah.
So
I feel like you gotta have the right. I don't know. My mom used to make it so good. I don't know how she made the steak so tender. Maybe she tenderized it or something. But she would put the little cubes in there and then the rice and the gravy. But you're right, the rice and gravy were the star of the show. That's one time where the meat actually was not the star. Just that gravy and rice, how it hit. I felt like the rice continues to absorb like the gravy. So when you get a big bite of white rice, man, that is just fancy.
it is good. Oh, but Lord,
I'm
a
on.
long weekend, Thanksgiving weekend. I took off Friday, and then today was admin day, so I really didn't do too much. Back into the swing of things tomorrow. What a new week. It's going down. It's going on. I did have sex with a girl this past weekend.
No, welcome to the holiday season. How did that go?
Welcome in. She was so ugly when she was born, they threw her away and kept the afterbirth.
Oh, good. That sounds beautiful.
You wanted to go.
Whoa! Man. Whew. Oh, baby. I've been getting back into Mario Kart for some reason. That has always been a pretty cool game for the Switch. Um, I don't know. It's a cool racing game, man. And then they have the battles and stuff. I've been kind of getting on it a little bit, reverting back to the old switcheroo, Nintendo, and I don't know. There is they have all the old online retro game stuff there too on the Switch, the 64, Genesis, and SNES. So check that out, folks. If you have a Switch, kind of curious is what they're going to do with the new Switch 2. I have no idea. There's all kind of speculation out there, and probably should be dropping next year sometime. Yeah, I think in the first quarter. Don't quote me on that. Um, so yeah,
God, Mario
should
Kart's such a
be.
classic. I know when we do game reviews, we listen to you. One of the things that uh, we kind of rate on or we talk about is will a game stand the test of time? And as games gotten better technologically with good graphics, more controls, like that WWE 2K game I was talking about, 50,000 fucking things you have to learn before you can even enjoy the thing. One thing about those 80s and 90s games is can they stand the test of time? Can they, uh, man, can they make it in a world 30 years later? Very few are successful in doing that. Mario Kart has been one of them, and I'm sure they've updated and added a few things here and there, but the basic premises of that game was genius, man. Did you ever do a review on Mario Kart? I know that may be a hard game to do a review on since it's kind of standard, but
What, the original one?
I guess so. I mean, because the game's pretty self-explanatory. It doesn't really have a storyline to it. You're just racing a bunch of characters. Be kind
Yeah,
of fun though.
I don't know if I did a review on the original one. If I did, it would have been a long time ago. But was that on the Super Nintendo?
Yeah, it was.
I think the one came out for 64 too. But
One came out for 64, but I remember it on the Super. Man, really good game. I think you should. That'd be a cool deep dive. But you've got it on the Switch now, right?
yeah, the new one. Well, the newest one. It's been out for a while, but still pretty fun. Pretty good game, man. Something that you can just kind of like chill and just zone out. Don't have to think too much. Racing fools, you got it online, and a lot of different. Well, you got the battle mode, time trials online, and then just straight up racing. So not a bad option. So obviously, it's a must-have if you have a Switch. I think you should probably get that game.
That's sweet. I need to get a Switch one day.
Nintendo Switch.
That sounded like the Nintendo cereal commercial. Nintendo, it's a cereal for fun. Did you ever eat Nintendo cereal? Man, it was short-lived. I think everything that was popular back then had a cereal.
I liked Apple Jacks, Fruit Loops, Golden Grams,
Yeah, that's
Frosted Flakes,
yeah.
Cheerios every once in a while when you want something too sweet. Man, I don't eat cereal, man. That shit's garbage. That shit's terrible.
Yeah, I don't eat it now. I remember as a kid watching my dad, and I adopted this for him for a while. He would get Frosted Flakes, and he'd get like sugar and sprinkle more sugar on top of the Frosted Flakes and put.
Fuck.
Yeah, then he'd pour the milk in, kind of stir it around, and it tasted so good. I never realized why. Then I realized he was drinking diabetes, basically.
Yeah, man. Oof. Jeez, that's a lot. That's a lot.
Jughead paying for it nowadays with that beer belly.
Whoa,
Hey, boy.
whoa. Oh God, man! Another week, man. Another week. It's December now, so a lot of probably shoppers out there doing their thing, and Christmas are ready. The holiday season is upon us, and that's a good thing, man. You know, why not? It's can be stressful and highly annoying, but I guess it all just kind of depends on your situation out there. Us at the show, we love the holidays, and yeah, it's I need to get out and do something like with some holiday stuff. They got the Festival of Lights or whatever you go and roll through, I guess. And I remember one neighborhood used to have like a bunch of the houses decorated, and you drive through there and put your radio station on, put your radio on the station that plays the music, and all goes kind of crazy.
I like that, man. I think you should. We went to the Festival of Lights last year. It was okay.
Yeah, that's all right. Does your old lady like to go to do the like Nutcracker and all that stuff?
She likes to go to the Trans-Siberian Orchestra and the what's the other one? Mannheim Steamroller, stuff like that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I don't get into that. Like I said, the Festival of Lights, we went last year. I enjoyed it. It was very, very cool. But the problem was, it just took so long. Was absolutely a pain in the. I mean, I think we waited 2 or 3 hours.
Damn, to go through it, or
yeah, we went through it, man. We were like one of the last cars to make it in. But yeah, it was just a nightmare of waiting. I mean, sitting in the car, I had to use the bathroom so bad. I ended up getting out. I think we took her niece and nephew or somebody too, and I think Grammy. And it just, man, the wait kind of. It was cool, man. It actually lasted quite a long time too, so it was definitely. It was fun, man. I'd be up for that. You know, I talked. I think maybe I messaged LD earlier. Maybe it was in a message with him and Mac Zackentire, the soldier. But I've thought about maybe changing some things up every year with traditions. I love the tradition like Thanksgiving and Christmas, man, especially like at the house and chilling. But you mentioned it before too, like going to the Biltmore or traveling a bit, man. I've always wanted to go to like the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade in New York, or get a hotel, or be at least around there, or even going to the beach one year for Christmas. Get a hotel, man. Let Santa come down there for the kids. Um, get out a little bit. I don't know. I've thought about that.
Yeah, that'd be cool. Do something different.
Have you ever gone down to the Alabama Theater to watch a movie for like one of the Christmas movies? Are they still doing that?
I think they do that. I haven't been down there though.
We went a couple years ago. Took my oldest and had a great time, man. It was cool. I think we saw. Did we see Home Alone, or I think we
Yeah,
saw Home Alone?
I think that's what they. I think I remember seeing that, on like Facebook or something.
Yeah, that's me, you, and Big Mustard go.
Kevin McAllister.
Oh my God, man, this is bullshit.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. News on deck. Oh man, what's going on out there in the world of wacky and wonderful things? We always have world records here at the show. You guys fix kebabs at the house? Ever cook kebabs?
I have, but not regularly.
I'm not a kebab guy. I don't really give a shit about kebabs. I don't know. Just never had a good kebab. But a restaurant breaks kebab world record at Australian Festival, run by Ben Hooper, and you can check it out on YouTube. An Australian restaurant cooked up 1,212 pounds of kebab meat and French fries to feed festival attendees and break a Guinness World Record. The King Kebab House in Campbellton, New South Wales started with 660 pounds of uncooked fries and more than 1,300 pounds of uncooked chicken and beef to break the world record, or break the record at Campbelltown Street Festival. The Finnish kebab weighed in at 660 pounds and was served along 552 pounds of cooked fries. To complete the meal, the food was laid out on a series of tables measuring over 300 feet long before being served to the festival goers. The massive meal took the Guinness World Records title for the largest serving of doner kebab meat and chips. The Campbelltown community has been incredibly generous and supportive of business over the years, and we felt this was the perfect way to say thank you and give something back. King Kebab House owner and operator Mel Vanessa told Guinness World Records, we want to create a moment that Campbelltown could be proud of, a moment that would unite everyone and bring recognition to our town on a global scale. Should look nasty. Not a big kebab guy.
Boo!
Yo. Hey, what would be your favorite candy bar?
Man, favorite candy bar? Probably a Snickers. I'm going to go pretty obvious on that. I think that's probably a safe bet. But Snickers is, man, always a good choice. What about you?
Candy bar. I don't know, maybe a Butterfinger. A Butterfinger.
A Butterfinger.
Butterfinger. Those are pretty good. You know, I'm not a big candy bar guy, but probably the best one out there, or one of the best. A man is compensated. This is $2.53 after unwrapping a smooth Mars bar. I never had a Mars bar. I don't guess they're supposed to be smooth. It's by Ben Hooper again. A British man was awarded $2.53 in compensation from Mars, $2.53 from Mars Wrigley, UK, after he unwrapped a Mars bar known as the Milky Way, in the US, and found it was
Ah,
missing its signature ripple. It was smooth. Harry Seeger, 34, of Aylesbury, Buckinghamshire, posted a photo of his unusually smooth candy bar to the Dole Men's Club
I
group on
mean,
Facebook, and the post quickly went viral, garnering hundreds of shares and thousands of comments.
Baby loves my smooth candy bar, yeah.
I
I
knew
thought
it.
y'all were broken up.
I'm looking sometime I see her on the low, y'all, on the low.
Ah, it tasted the same, Seeger told The Guardian. It was just a lot thinner on top, and that's all. Not quite as thick.
I
Hey.
I knew it.
Seeger, who bought the Mars bar from the Oxfordshire gas station while en route to a classic car show in Birmingham, reached out to the company the next day. Seeger said he wasn't seeking any compensation, but was curious about what had caused the Mars bar smoothness and wanted to inform the company in case there was a production problem that had not been caught. Mars Wrigley UK did not offer Seeger an explanation, but did award him a voucher for $2.53 in U.S. currency. The only reason I emailed Mars was I was interested in what might have caused it to happen. That's all I wanted to know. They kept sidelining that question. I think the reimbursement is great. It'll be 2 free Mars bars. Maybe they could send me more, but I'm not being ungrateful. I think it's amazing. After everything that has happened, I got the free voucher.
I always
Not a
feel
big
like people
candy
are trying
bar.
to make a buck on it or something.
Trying to get over on these good-hearted candy bar companies.
Yeah, trying to fuck over Willy Wonka.
I don't even know when the last time I bought a candy bar was. It's been a
Man,
long time.
I'll have a Snickers pretty. I wouldn't say regularly, but it's not uncommon. If I'm feeling it, man, especially after a workout, they say Snickers is probably the candy bar choice for a post workout bar if you're actually not going to get a protein bar. A Snickers is probably your best bet among candy bars, or one of them. So I'll go with that, but they're just delicious too.
I like a Reese's Cup, yeah. Pretty good.
Yeah, they're good.
I do like a Reese's cup. I don't think Reese's. I don't think Reese's cups have high fructose in there, so I think it's just sugar. All of them have their own bullshit, but I try to stay away from candy, even though sometimes, man, just gotta get some chocolate. What the hell are you doing over there? Gymnastics?
Sorry, I dropped my Pick'ems book. I was actually scratching something out. I was watching this game and trying to keep track of our scores and our over unders, and I dropped the book. That's why it sounded like me bouncing around in here.
25-31. Denver's still up on Cleveland. I'm pretty sure I picked Denver. Oh.
Yeah, you did. You and I both did. Wiss did not.
Hell no, I picked the goddamn home team, no.
Yeah, well, I think they have Jameson there now, so better than that old fucking idiot they paid $200 million to, and he's a bust.
Judy's on the Browns. There he is, man. He's had a hell of a game tonight, and yeah, the Broncos probably miss him.
Jameson's good, man. He don't throw so many picks, but
Oh yeah, man.
I know his thing was he was throw at least like almost as many picks as he did receptions. So
He's a gunslinger, man.
he is. He is. He's good, but
He's
stop
funny.
throwing so many picks. Yeah, he is. Crab leg loving motherfucker.
He's
Nick
playing, yeah.
D. Giovanni to break. When you go out for coffee, where do you go? You go to Dunkin', or are you a Starbucks guy?
Oh,
Like the local affiliate?
I rarely go grab coffee anywhere, but if I do, I've actually gone to Dunkin' a couple of times for coffee. It's just closer. Starbucks, if I go, my daughter and wife, they all love that shit, and I'll have a drink to get, like a boba tea or a latte, man. I usually just get their coffee with some cream in it.
Well, Nick D. Giovanni, Duncan break record for largest ice latte. Oh, social media star. This is Ben Hooper. Social media star Nick D. Giovanni teamed up with Dunkin' to break the world record for largest iced latte. DiGiovanni, a chef and social media influencer with multiple world records, filled an 11-foot high Dunkin' cup with iced milk and espresso to take on the world record. Guinness World Record confirmed the resulting of the 276-gallon beverage was the world's largest iced latte. The massive latte was then portioned out into smaller cups and served to more than
Lottie.
300 employees at Dunkin's corporate office in Massachusetts. Yeah. Congratulations. You all now have diabetes. Those are terrible. Those fucking Dunkin' coffees, man. I don't know. They put so much sugar. I don't know if it's the latte, but I can't remember the names of some of those they have in there, man. It's like fucking disgusting. I don't.
I've
like
always
it.
felt that with Dunkin'. I didn't even really need to add too much creamer at there with them, man. You can already tell their coffee has sugar in it. It's definitely. I wonder if that's why the truck driver liked Dunkin' so much. Remember his obsession? I don't know if it's still ongoing, but it was going for quite some time. His obsession with Dunkin' Donuts.
Yeah, I mean, just coffee, just in general. But he would have his, definitely Dunkin' Donuts. I don't know. That's weird.
Yeah.
That is weird.
Being obsessed with a Dunkin' Donuts. Yeah, man. If I'm really, and this is probably twice a year, not much, really feeling like a drink. Starbucks has a good vanilla bean frappuccino. I think it's an iced frappuccino, man, and it tastes like a milkshake. I don't even want to know what the calories and sugar is in that. I probably have it twice a year. I mean, man, like I said, I try to eat healthy most of the time. I'm not gonna act like I never eat it, but or have stuff like that because I do. I had 4 Oreos and a Christmas brownie tonight, man, and that's an extreme rarity. But this time of year, people bring that shit here, and they're good. So if it's here, man, I'm gonna eat it.
You had 4 Oreos and a what?
A Christmas brownie.
Oh, okay, okay. Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Oreos are good, man. They're just I can't eat that shit anymore. I instantly shit my pants.
I try not to, man. I back in the day when we were doing our bulks for working out, take a handful of Oreos, put them in the blender with the whole milk, protein powder, put a little honey in there, some cinnamon. Man, you will put some weight on your ass
Hmm.
pretty quick.
That sounds like I'll be shitting instantly.
You would, my friend.
Yuck. Yowza. Oh, my tummy, my tummy.
I mean,
Yo. Whoa. Oh. Seeing if we got any really good video game news. Nothing really out there per se. So much. So kind of a lackluster day when it comes to video game news out there, folks. I don't know of anything that's really going on.
yeah, remember this time last year when we were excited about college football 25 coming out, and now that game
Man.
turned out to be a very a fizzle. I don't want to say a piece of shit, but it just did not live up to the hype.
It was
I
a
think would be-
bust.
Yeah, I think it'd be fair to say it certainly didn't. We need to get into another game and find a release because you and I talked about this, man. I'm trying to find some more games to get into. I need to give X Defiant a try and play it. Did you say it's like Fortnite or is it?
It kind of reminds me of Call of Duty.
Okay, cool.
It's definitely a pretty cool game, and it's pretty easy. Just get on there and get right in and play a game online. Whereas Fortnite, you have all these menus and shit you gotta do before you get on there. And I think you'd like it though. Pretty cool.
I'm gonna check it out, man.
We need to do a double review on that or something at some point after we play it for a while. So
yeah, we'll have to plan that out, man. I need to get down on it and give it a try. I've been trying to, man. We spent a good amount of money on these damn new systems, so might as well put them to the test and try some new games. That's why I was trying to branch out with the X Defiant. Need to launch it. Got into Fortnite and really love it, but also tried the WWE game. Wouldn't mind trying some more sports games, man. I'd actually like to try something that's out of my wheelhouse. Maybe like a hockey game, even soccer. Soccer maybe not as much, but something that's a little different. But who knows? I'm gonna keep seeing what they have on here and give it a try.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Looks like my Browns taking the lead, motherfucker.
Nick
Yeah,
Chubb.
no, it's 32-31. The Browns on top with about 9 minutes left in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, I need I need Bo Picks to throw to Cortland Sutton some more. I'm in a fantasy league and I am up by about 5 points. The other guy has David Njoku, the tight end for the Cleveland Browns, and he has been on fire tonight, 21 points. Cortland Sutton has not been so good, but if Denver can kill some clock, throw a couple out to Cortland Sutton, I should win this week. So we'll see.
Now, do y'all got
Bo Picks.
money in this league or what?
This is through my wife's work. So apparently, if you make the playoffs, you can put money in there. And I think they do. I think it's like $50 a person if you make it into the playoffs. And I think there's 12 people in here. I think 8 make it into the playoffs. So I think I'm in 6th place right now. I actually had started off 2-0. Then I went like 4 or 5 losses in a row. And now I'm coming back, so I think I'm 6th right now, but it's kind of fun, man. I mean, it's not no, I'm sorry, I'm 7th. If I win this game, I should be should move up to 6th. Yeah, it's kind of fun. The reporter friend we have, RJ, he's in it.
RJ Millifant.
Yeah, I wonder if we'll see him next weekend. We have our Christmas dinner.
Ah, the Christmas dinner.
Yeah, I'm excited.
Yes, that should be fun. Fun times. That's usually always a good time. So, looking forward to that as well.
Yeah, we'll see everybody, man. Well, the soldier, he's in Guam right now, so we won't see him, but we'll see Big Mustard, LD, the contractor, Duck. So a couple others that we
when does he come back? A soldier. I'm a soldier.
I'm a soldier. I thought I told you. He comes back in January at some point, so lucky him. He missed the whole holiday season with his family.
I'm a fucking soldier. Remember who said that? Kellen Winslow, that rapist?
Yeah, Kellen Winslow Jr.
Yeah.
Everybody got mad at him. He's like, "We in war. I'm a soldier," and like all the military got mad at him. Which is, yeah, I don't blame him, dude. You're not a soldier. You're a fucking football player.
He was a badass though, man. He threw that block and it was like took 2 dudes out. He was a fucking badass fucking player though. I'll give him that.
He was intense, man.
Dude had fucking issues. Have you ever read anything about him or?
It's been a while, but yeah, he definitely had a lot of issues, man. What is it with those? He was a tight end, right?
Yeah, man. I think he took some hits to the head. That's why, dude, man, like playing football so early when you're like, a kid, man, it's not good. If I had a kid and they really wanted to like play football, I'd be like, I mean, do what you want to do, but I would wait till at least high school. And even then, man, it kind of depends on on your position, but man, it's such a dangerous fucking thing, man. I didn't like one Alabama A&M player just die or something. So
yeah, they did.
Yeah, man, it's I don't know.
Yeah, I go back and always wish I would have played more and not stopped when I got towards high school. I mean, part of that was, I won't go down my whole journey of sports, man. I was a pretty good athlete, but part of it, man, my parents did not have money. I didn't have a car to get to all the practices that I needed to get to, things like that. But part of it was my interest at the time. Honestly, man, I wanted to be a pro wrestler. I had no interest in playing football for a little bit. I thought being a pro wrestler would be the coolest thing on the planet. So I really wanted to do that and then just lost that love. But part of me looks back, man, and I'm kind of grateful. A lot of the guys that I knew that played pretty intensely, aches and pains, things like that played all their life. And I don't have that. I'm fortunate, man. I mean, I've also tried to stay in decent shape, but man, the few years that I did play, you take some brutal headshots here and there, see the stars, and just goes white. I remember getting the breath knocked out of me, and that feels like shit. Uh, it can't be good for you, man. Especially these guys that once you get to that level of high school, then college, then of course the pros, man, they're running so fast, hitting each other so hard, man. I don't know. I think it's probably a better thing I didn't stick with it.
Hey, you're probably right. I mean, no, his dad was a really good NFL player,
Yeah,
and never heard anything bad about him. But I guess it's going to affect. I don't know about their experiences, but all that kind of thing affects folks differently anyway. And yeah, can't take hits like that. Human body's not designed to do that. And when you're a tight end, dude, you got a pass block. It ain't about just getting like you have like certain shit you got to do, and then to be an effective tight end, usually that's a very physical position.
yeah.
Not
I
only
played.
receiving the ball, wasn't you were a tight end, right?
I was a tight end, man. I was mostly a blocking tight end. We were freshman year. We did not. Well, also, man, early 2000s, late 90s. Wasn't as high flying offense just in general in football as it is nowadays. But uh, I mostly blocked, and I would pull block a lot. Where you obviously go to the other side, and you were running pretty hard to try to get in front of your running back, catch that block on the end, and around the corner. And I mean, you got a head of steam, man. Again, that's as a ninth grader, so uh, I can't imagine, at like a D1 level or even just any collegiate level, how fast, and then into the pros. So, uh, yeah, I was thinking the same thing, man. With tight end, it's kind of a weird and unique position because a skill player, man, is usually pretty elusive. You don't see a lot of. If you go see a lot of receivers, you can watch it now. When they go block, man, they're all arms. They know that they're running and they're engaging. With a tight end, man, you're actually out there with not quite the speed of a receiver, but you're faster than a lineman, and you're throwing those big blocks like that. Linemen, even they're in the trenches. They're not pulling like that. So same with Aaron Hernandez, man. Uh, they get their heads knocked off a lot, and they want to make contact. You're a big old dude, man. You want to make contact. You ain't worried about anybody. So yeah,
Yeah, Aaron
researchers find.
Hernandez. God,
Yeah, he was. Did you watch that on Netflix?
no, man, I wanted to see it, but I don't have Netflix. I did want to see that. I heard he was fucked up.
Yeah, man. It was my wife got me into that, and I watched the last episode or two with her. I think there was 4 episodes. I couldn't remember. She watched the first couple, and I didn't watch it. I didn't even know she was watching it. She was watching the last 2. She's like, "Do you mind if I just go ahead and watch them?" Couples try to protect the integrity of the show in case you want to watch it, but I was like, "No, go ahead and watch it. I'll just tune in." And yeah, dude, he had a lot of problems. But I was going to cite this statistic from Boston University: 345 of 376 former NFL players studied had CTE, at least uh, some evidence of CTE or have been fully diagnosed. 91% of former players had some form of CTE in the NFL. That's crazy.
Yep. Yeah, man. Whew. It's that's a rough game out there, but people love it or whatever. So it's
Yeah,
not gonna
here's a
fucking stop anytime soon.
here's another comparison Boston did before that with men and women who were not professional football players. 164 had donated their brains to the study, and only one person, 0.6%, had CTE. But the lone one person was a former college football player. So basically, man, if you're playing college football or football at any level, you are likely going to leave your career, your football career, with some, maybe less than others, maybe more than others, but you're going to have some impact to your brain, man. And I'm glad I didn't put myself through that, man. I couldn't imagine, especially, what do most of these guys retire at? In their 20s, early 30s?
Yep.
Yeah, dude. Imagine already having memory issues, loss of memory, loss of focus, irritability, shit like that. All and much more increased risk for Alzheimer's, dude. That's tragic.
you got dementia in like your 40s or some shit.
Oh, yeah, dude, I couldn't. Have you ever had a concussion?
No, I don't think so.
I
I
did
don't think so.
once, and it was. I think I've told this story. Me and my granddad were working on his barn. We were framing, and he hit a board. And I was standing right beside it, thinking at it, and the board actually flew off. It was like probably about a foot and a half long piece of 2x4. It was hung by a nail in the middle, and he hit it one end of it, trying to knock it off, and it spun back in my face like a helicopter propeller, rotor, whatever it is, and hit me right between the eyes. Uh, about as hard as it could, man. It hurt so bad it didn't hurt. It
Yeah.
felt like I was underwater. Just absolutely terrible feeling. And but yeah, I mean that was one time, man. Guys like Tua who are getting that shit every week and getting busted up, man. I couldn't imagine, dude.
Yeah, he's gonna be messed up in his 40s probably. Man, got Facts Porcupine podcast shout out. What do you think of the new kickoff rule? I think if it helps injuries, it's a good thing. I've kind of seen it throughout the season, then I'll have a problem with it. Um, I'm fine with it. It's not. I don't think it fucks the game up, but I think if I haven't. I don't know if I've seen. I know they were trying to change the drop tackling or whatever it was.
Yeah, I think they've changed a lot of that. I'm with you. I just looked in the chat. What's up, Facts Porcupine podcast? I agree with Grant Mills on that, man. Anything that can alleviate some of the injuries is a great thing. I don't have an issue with it. I only played 3 years, I think, 3 or 4, something like that. But and again, mine was mostly high school, early high school, junior high, and I saw some people get pretty brutally injured, man. Carted off, things like that. Nothing too major that I remember, but even guys like you remember Tyrone Prother, obviously that injuries come up a lot where they snap their leg, and you're just never going to be the same again. It's a brutal sport, man. I admire the guys that go out there and play. I think they're worth the money because, man, you make a lot of money probably for sacrificing a lot of their, their mental health and their physical health. And it's to me, I mean, that's the personal decision you got to make. Is that money worth that risk? And a lot of people seem to think so.
Yeah, well, it's a trade-off, man. If you're
Yeah.
if you can, I don't know, go into the NFL and make a bunch of shit ton of money, then I don't know. It just depends on the situation, I guess. Yeah. But obviously, you or I have never been in that position, so.
Nope.
Yeah, now what to do?
What to do, yeah.
Oh man, so up here, not at the top of the hour, in the mid-hour, 32-34, Denver over the Cleveland Browns. So far, it looks like Peyton and them don't have a simulcast tonight, so it's just Joe Buck and Troy Aikman, and looks like a pretty good game. So sometimes those Monday night games, can be a toss-up, but we got us a good one. It looks like tonight. Yeah. That Josh Allen, man, a goddamn Braveheart out there last night.
I watched that game, man. He looked great.
They gotta win one, dude. They gotta win one. I hope they win a Super Bowl, dude. They always get to the damn AFC championship and lose. The stupid Kansas City and that damn Pat Mahomes just so good.
Yeah,
they would have had a bowl already if it wasn't for him.
Man,
so
Josh Allen's such a likable guy, man. He's actually my quarterback in the fantasy league, and man, I've got him and Bo Nix. I had Bo Nix for my backup when Josh Allen wasn't playing or was on a bye week, and Josh Allen got his points last night were amazing.
Facts Porcupine podcast asks, what do you guys think about Colorado versus New York City? I don't know what he's talking about. Football or what?
Yeah, you talking about, what do you guys think about Colorado, New York City? Yeah, you talking about football? You talking about just in general? Colorado is a super. Colorado football. He's in New York City. Colorado, okay. Gotcha. I think everybody was a Buffaloes fan for a minute in college with Dion up there, but I think that I don't know. He's got too showboaty for me. Now the Denver Broncos. If you're talking about the pro. I like the Broncos. I like New York City too, man. Great city. I've been there several times. I actually like watching the Yankees play. I'm not a huge baseball fan, but when I do get into it, I'm a Yankees fan.
God, I just don't give a shit about baseball at all. And if I had to pick a team, I don't know.
Man, pick the Yankees. Let's go to some games. I've actually been to a Yankees game.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, went to
nice.
up in Yankee Stadium. It was a Red Sox and Yankees game, which was even more fun, man, because they take that shit seriously.
Man, the Mets, don't they suck?
Man, she lost your pass back to the city. I love it.
They've been good since the '80s or something, right?
Yeah, the
Right?
Mets seem like a traditional '80s team, man. But I can respect the Subway Series. I don't have any I don't have any skin in the game. I'm not from there. The only reason I liked the Yankees as a kid is because the alternative for a Southern boy was the Braves, and I absolutely could not stand the Braves. And I love that the Yankees had all my old school favorite players from back in the day. Mickey Mantle, one of them. Obviously, everybody loves the Babe. Who doesn't? And they always had the people that I liked. And Jeter, man, I mean, what a playboy back in the day. So, yeah, I like the stars they had. I can understand why people don't like them. Completely get that, but yeah, I like New York City too, man. We need to take a homies trip up to New York.
New York City. Closing in an hour on the show, folks. Gonna go ahead and do a short break. I'm gonna get a mug of water since I've been drinking damn Happy Dads all day. And
Thank you, Facts Porcupine Podcast. We'll check your tune in anytime.
Salute.
Yeah.
Salute, Facts Porcupine. I do need to check that podcast out. We'll do that. Talk again, my friend. We're going to go ahead and take a short break here, and then I want to get a mug of water, and I don't know. We'll be back, and we'll have a vintage game review, more shit talk, NFL, NCAAF picks, and more. See you guys in a moment.
Can you shut up and get on with this damn shit, motherfucker?
Come on.
That's some random trivia questions for tonight.
Oh, fun. I love these.
Let's see. I know the rules. 4 seconds to answer. No Googles. All right, let's do a few questions tonight. Let's see. Let's start out with, what is the name of Weird Al Yankovic's 1989 feature film?
Ooh. I don't know that. Did you know that? I mean, obviously you're reading the question, but did you know that before?
I did.
Okay. What is it?
That would be UHF.
What the hell does that stand for?
Something to do with TV or something. UHF.
Oh, I did not know that.
Frequency.
Gotcha. Okay. Well, boom. Oh for one.
Ireland's River Shannon flows into which ocean?
Pacific. Ah.
Atlantic Ocean.
Oh. Got my sides mixed up.
Couple of questions here. What year was the first black hole discovered?
1900.
Nope, that would be 1971.
Man, over
All right.
3. I'm just gonna whiff them.
Well, we got another couple here. Which bird is the national bird of Israel?
Man, they have birds over there. I don't know, man. God, the national bird of Israel. I don't know, the carrier pigeon.
It's the hoopoe. The hoopoe. Hoopoe. Another couple of questions here, and which Hans Christian Andersen tale is considered autobiographical?
Hans Christian Andersen tale autobiographical. What the hell's that one? I cannot. Hansel and Gretel.
It is the Ugly Duckling. Ugly Duckling. All right. One last question here. Which car company did Christian von Koenigsegg found in 1994?
Christian von. I don't fucking know.
That would be Koenigsegg.
Which one?
All right, Koenigsegg. It's like they do like high-end sports cars, kind of like a McLaren or Aston.
I've heard of them, man. That's out of my income category. I am embarrassed and humiliated.
Ah, well. Tune in next week for more random trivia, guys. Oh man, the Broncos looks like they're gonna win this one, 41-32, with about a minute left. And oh man, yeah, I'm thinking they are gonna win.
Had a pick six. He shouldn't have returned.
Win it. I'm gonna win it.
Should have returned it. Should have downed it, and don't return the pick six when you're up, and you can just run the clock out.
Jameson.
Jameson.
Hamilton Stone. Got a vintage game review coming up. This one is an old one from 1990. Well, yeah, 1990, 1991. Let's go ahead and get into it. up, everybody? This one is called Power Blade for the NES. It's known as Power Blade in North America, but in Japan, Power Blazer. It's an action platform game published by Taito for the NES, released in Japan 1990, North America in March 91, Europe January 92. The game spawned a sequel, Power Blade 2, released in 92. Power Blade takes place in the colony of New Earth. 2191 follows Nova, the chief security officer of a supercomputer called the Master Computer. He must restore the Master Computer, which has been taken offline by Alien, by retrieving data tapes located in 6 sectors. The game features gameplay similar to the Mega Man series, in which players can select any of the 6 levels to play. Armed with a boomerang, players must complete all 6 levels, overcoming obstacles and defeating any enemies in the way. The game's name comes from an item found in several levels, a power suit, an item that looks like a helmet. When collected, Nova automatically equips the metal suit. This allows players to shoot energy blasts, known as Power Blades, in any of the 8 directions and to most surfaces. The player controls Nova in a 2-dimensional platforming environment. The object is to restore the Master Computer by going into each of the 6 sectors of the Master Computer, accessing your databases and recovering your data tapes. The player is armed with the boomerang, which the player can fire on all 8 directions, destroying enemies. The ability to attack in all 8 directions is indeed a rarity in the 2-dimensional NES Famicom platform game. Throughout each sector, players can upgrade the power, range, and number of boomerangs by collecting various power-ups. The player has a life meter, which decreases every time the player is hit by an enemy. Players lose a life if their meter runs out, if they fall into a pit, or if time runs out. The game ends when the players lost all lives. But the game has a continue feature, where players can restart the game at the beginning of the level and finish their game ended. Power Blade also has a password feature, which allows players to restart the game at a specific checkpoint at any time. In Power Blade, players can go to the 6 sectors in any order. The objective in each sector is to find the agent who can give power or give the player access to that sector's database, and then enter the database security room where players must defeat a security guard in order to gain access to the database itself and retrieve the data. Once all 6 tapes have been gathered, the player gains access to the Master Computer control center, where the player must destroy the alien overlord and restore the Master Computer back to its original state. One aspect of Power Blade that sets it apart from Power Blazer and Power Blade 2 is that if the player falls off the screen, they will die. In the other 2 games, they simply fall back to the previous area. Power Blade. This game, nothing special here, folks. Pretty much your typical side scroller 2D from the early 90s. I give it a 2. You know what I'm saying? A 2. And not really worth it. Not bad, but nothing pretty compelling here, folks. So check it out if you want. But I don't know. That's a take it or leave it here to me. I don't think you ain't never played. Have you played Power Blade before?
You know, I wanted to say I did, but I'm looking at the screen caps. It looks familiar. The cover looks familiar because it has that almost homage to Terminator. But it's I don't remember it specifically, but it sounds like I'm not missing out.
I'll be back.
I'll be back.
The final 41-32. The Broncos.
Oh yeah, Broncos both picks, and man, they had a hell of a game. Jerry Judy, especially, man, showing out.
Bo Picks and Jameson. Bo Picks and Jameson. Bada-ba-ding, bada-ba-dang, bada-ba-ding, bada-ba-dang.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba, I'm loving it.
I'm loving it. I think Justin Timberlake had a song that
Oh yeah.
that actually wasn't a bad song, but
No, it wasn't. It wasn't bad at all.
What happened to old JT, man? He hadn't been doing much, getting DUIs and whatnot. But
Yeah, he's enjoying all that money.
JT in the house. Ba, 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 ba. Man, man, what was picks looking like?
Let's take a look. I'm actually calculating them. I had to go back and make a quick edit because remember, Philly and Baltimore did not have a line last week. So where are we at? 7:30. Okay, 7 for 13. Yours were really good. I think you won all categories, college, and yeah. Let's go ahead and look. Grant Mills on college picks. You were 4 for 5. Excellent job. I put too much faith into Texas A&M, but otherwise 3 for 5, not terrible. And Wiss 1 for 5 in college picks.
Fuck yeah.
For pro picks, Grant Mills your best week yet. 14 for 16 in actual picks on the over under out of the 13 because you got Philly right and Baltimore. Baltimore didn't. There was no over under on that game, so you were 13 right. You were 7 for 13 there. Well done. I wasn't too bad. I was one game behind you, 13 for 16. So out of the 12 games, I was 8 for 12. So maybe percentage wise, me and you are right head to head on that. Wiss 4 for 16. And out of those 4 that he got, he was 3 for 4 for the over under. So not bad on the over under pick'ems. So, oh yeah, stellar actual straight up picks, man, and actually really solid over under pick'ems as well. So well done.
Bada boom, bada bing, bada boom, bada bing, bing, bing.
Yeah, and now it's going to be championship weekend.
Championship weekend. What?
Yeah, conference championship.
Oh yeah. Da 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 da. Oh, that's gonna be fun.
Yeah, looking forward to seeing how they structure the playoff next week. I don't, trying to be completely non-biased, man. I can understand why. I don't know who. I don't know how they're going to do it, man. Because I don't feel like you can punish teams if they go to their championship and win, lose, whatever they do. I don't know. I love Bama, man. I just don't see them making the playoff. In fact, I almost said I'd prefer them not to make it. I think that makes me a bad fan, man. I'd like to see them get a good bowl game, get a win, get a 10-3 season. I think that's a stellar start for Kalen DeBoer. They had some really poor games, Oklahoma in particular, but man, a 10-win season, 3 loss, that's pretty solid.
Yeah, no, that's not bad. Is Milroe going to the draft?
God, I hope so. I don't know, man. I know he has moved. From what I understand, he looks like he's moved to potentially a second-round pick if he goes. Well, you're pretty good at the professional side of ball. If you're looking at him, we do baller or bust. What would your early analysis after this season be? If you're a GM, you've got a team you can pick. Are you picking him? Are you looking at him early on? What do you think?
Depends on what team, and I don't know, man. I don't know if I'd pick him for quarterback or running back or tight end, something like that. I don't know, man. I don't know if he can be a Jalen Hurts. So
yeah, Hurts was. It's hard to say because they have so many similarities. I hate saying it, but I think Milroe has a lot more work to be done than Hurts. Hurts was not a great passer. He had potential, but he also didn't make nearly as many bad plays as Milroe did. I'd like to see their stats side by side because I hope I'm not misremembering because Hurts was not a great passer by any means in college. He's really learned and developed. Milrow, man, dynamic runner. Probably, I would say better than Hurts. But I mean, but here's the thing: people say, well, you could take him for another position, but why not just take somebody that's better at that position?
Yeah.
I mean, he's fast though, and I get that he's absolutely dynamic, fast. But I mean, if he's never played running back, uh, well, I mean, kind of like a Trent Richardson thing, man. I mean, he was a fantastic running back in college because I mean he was a beast, but in the NFL, man, he didn't know his gaps, didn't really know his holes. I feel like if Milrow moves into a different position, if he can't read a defense as a quarterback, man, he's not going to transition to another role very well, in my opinion. So I don't mean to make the end of this pre-pick'ems to beat up on Milrow, man. I think he makes some wonderful plays. I think he has flashes of brilliance, but they are overshadowed by the bonehead plays he makes and the turnovers that he's responsible for, and the really bad passes that he makes. So if I'm a GM or if I'm responsible for picking somebody in the league, I would see him at the second round. But it's not my job, way beyond my pay grade. I don't see him as a first round pick right now. But I don't see him. Well, here's another thing. Let me ask you this. Okay, the money's in the first round, but he's making a ton of money as a college athlete right now. NIL deals. He's got the Lank Let All Naysayers Know brand. They sell that in stores. He's making money on that. I mean, you don't have to rush to make millions when you're already making it, right? You could make potentially much more millions if you improve your draft stock. So I think that gives him a lot more incentive to stay. I just wish he would transfer somewhere else, personally.
Yeah. Well, that'd be good.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's go ahead and get into these picks. What all you got for the NCAA picks?
I only got 4, and they're all championship games, but they are some mighty, mighty good ones, my friend. These are the games you want to see. I actually have a cheerleading competition to go to up outside of Gatlinburg this weekend. I'm taking my oldest daughter to, so I'll probably miss some, but we're going to have a great time. I'm looking forward to it.
We going up there Friday?
Yeah, going Friday morning. She competes Saturday morning and then coming back Sunday, so we'll have a nice weekend.
There you go.
Yeah, it'd be cool, man. Let's get into these. Number 18, a team I actually like, kind of a secondary team to Bama. Iowa State, the Cyclones, take on number 16, another team I like, used to live out there, Arizona State. So Grant Mills, 18 Iowa State versus 16 Arizona State. Who do you got?
I'm going to go with the Sun Devils.
You are reading my mind. I thought the Sun Devils have looked really good. They bashed their rivals pretty solid. So I'm going to put Sun Devils down as well. Wiz, who you got?
I'm going with Iowa, yeah.
I don't think that's a bad pick. The SEC Championship, you got number 7 Georgia versus number 3 Texas.
Man, that's going to be a good one. I'm going to pick Texas on this one.
Yeah, Georgia's kind of taken a stutter step for me. Texas wasn't great against A&M, but A&M's been great at home. I like Sarkisian, man. I like the Longhorns, and I hate saying I'd like to see them get it, man, but I'd like to see Sark do well, man. I really pull him for him. So let's go Longhorns. Wes, who you got?
Georgia.
Ray Charles over here. Number 12, Clemson versus number 9, SMU. And I'm going to go ahead and say I love SMU, man, how they're playing. I'm going to go SMU. Who you got, Grammy?
I'm going to go SMU as well.
Love it. I think they're awesome. Wiss, who you got?
I go Clemson and Fine Bama.
All righty. Great game here. Number 4, Penn State at number 1. Grant Mills is Oregon Ducks. Who you got, Grant Mills?
Oregon.
Quack, quack. I agree with you. We have the same picks. I think they're going to be good ones. 4 for 4. Wiss, who you got?
Oregon, yeah.
Yeah, I think Oregon's the pick, man. I don't like Penn State. Never have. All right, that's the 4 games this week. Championship games. We are getting into playoffs. What when they gonna do the playoff announcement? They said the 8th. I think that's Sunday, right?
Yeah.
Whew. Yeah, we'll see how it lines up. I have a feeling Bama's not going to sneak in, and I don't think that's the wrong decision. If they do sneak Bama in, it's because of the money that Bama's going to bring, and really nothing else. I say it fairly. They have had a tougher strength of schedule. They've had some good wins on the season, but the Vandy loss I can tolerate. Tennessee loss. Tennessee's fantastic this year, and I like Heupel, man. I have no problem with that loss as an outsider looking in. The Oklahoma loss, man, you only score a field goal at Oklahoma. I think that's unforgivable, man. I don't think you. That's tough.
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
Yep, but it is what it is. Such is life. That's all I've got for your college. If you want to sneak into the pro program,
Let's go ahead and get into week 14, starting off Thursday, December the 5th. Green Bay at Detroit. Line is Detroit -3.5. Over under 51.5. I'm going Detroit with the over. What do you think?
Yeah, I like that same thing. Detroit over. Detroit's been playing some high intensity football lately.
Green Bay under, yeah.
All right, Sunday slate for the 8th. Jacksonville at Tennessee. Tennessee -3.5. Over under 39.5. These are two terrible teams.
They're terrible, man.
Jacksonville.
Yeah, you think Mac Jones is going to play Sunday?
I don't know, man. Who do you think in this one?
I'm going to go Jacksonville. I'm going to go under.
I'm going to go Jayville with the under as well.
Go with Tennessee Titans, yeah, with the over.
New York Jets at Miami. Miami -6.5. 45.5. Over under.
I like Miami over.
I like Miami with the over as well.
Am I with the under?
ATL at Minnesota. Minnesota -5. Over under 45.5.
Go Minnesota under.
Yeah, Minnesota. I'm going to go with the over.
ATL with the under, yeah.
New Orleans at New York Giants. Line NO. New Orleans -5. Over under 40.5.
I'm going to go New Orleans under.
I'll go New Orleans, but over.
I'm going the New York Giants with the under.
I don't know what's going on with Wiz tonight.
Yeah, he's excited.
Carolina at Philadelphia. Philadelphia -12.5. Over under 45.5. What do you think on this one?
Yeah, Philadelphia over. They're going to score 52-0.
Yeah, Philadelphia over.
I'm going Philadelphia, but I'm going to go the under, yeah.
And you got Cleveland at Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh -6.5. Over under 41.5.
I'm going to go Pittsburgh. I'm going to go under on this game.
I'm going to go Pittsburgh, and I'm going to go over.
Yeah, no, I stick with the home team no matter where. Cleveland under.
Las Vegas at Tampa Bay. Tampa Bay -7. 45.5 over under.
I'm going to go Tampa Bay under.
I'll go Tampa Bay under as well.
I'm going Tampa Bay with the over, yeah.
Seattle at Arizona. Arizona -3. 44.5 over under.
I'm going to go Seattle, actually. I'm going to go over.
Okay. I'm going to go Arizona with the Arizona over.
Seattle under, yeah.
I got Buffalo at LA Rams. -4.5 Buffalo. 49.5 over under.
Ooh, that's a high over under. I think Buffalo can do it, though, man. Allen's been playing really solid. I'm going to go Buffalo over.
Buffalo over here, too.
I'm going Buffalo, but under.
And we got Chicago at San Francisco. San Francisco -4.5, over under 43.5.
Ah, man. I'm gonna go Chicago. I'm gonna go under.
Going San Fran with the under.
Oh, Chicago, though, yeah.
Los Angeles Chargers at Kansas City. KC -4, 42.5, over under.
Yeah, KC over.
KC over.
I'm on Los Angeles with the under, yeah.
And Monday night game, Cincinnati at Dallas. Cincy -5.5, 49.5, over under.
Whew, Cincy. I'm gonna go Cincy under.
Going Cincinnati under as well.
Oh, Dallas with the over, you believe? Actually, that's dumb. Y'all know I'm just kidding. I'm going Cincy with the under.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's Wes's team. One of them. Anybody in Ohio?
All right.
Yeah.
So, y'all know what's it.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. That's it for week 14. Blazing on through. Blazing on through the night.
What it do?
Night train.
How you feeling?
Oh. I need to take a shower and chill. Drinking too much Happy Dads.
Man, they are addictive as it can be. I know we've talked about cutting back on some drinking, man. But when you get Happy Dads in the mix, God, it's so hard. I appreciate you bringing those over the other day. Man, they hit the spot for Thanksgiving though.
Hell yeah, man. Nobody did shots this year.
Yeah,
I was like, there ain't no way, man. After last year, dude, I was like, I'm just going to chill and drink regular, alcohol.
Happy Dads are easy to drink though, man. You don't really feel like shit with them. So I think it's they're fun to drink. They taste good. You don't have too much of a hangover if you drink too many of them. When we drank them on our trip earlier this year, man, I felt fine most mornings waking up. So I like them, man. They're good. I do need to try to. I've been pretty good about cutting back on drinking though, man. I really have been. I just I don't have an interest in getting like blackout drunk, man. But here's the thing: there's those nights, and Christmas dinner is usually pretty happening and commonplace for that. I really enjoy it, so I don't know. We'll see what happens.
We'll see what happens. Got a new week going on, and I know what is up in your meow. What you got going on for the rest of the night, my friend?
I have nothing. I've actually been looking at trying to read again or do something a little more calming at the end of the night. I don't have a book right now, though. You ever get into reading or anything like that?
I thought about it.
Yeah.
I probably need to do that.
Yeah. If you do, we should do some book reviews.
That'd be cool. Book reviews.
You know what we need to do? We need to get the homies to start a book club.
Oh man, what kind of fucking ass books will we read?
let's get Big Mustard in there to do the first book pick, and he can host it and give us his review.
That'd be good. That would be good.
Man, the first book pick he'd be doing would be like a breakdown of Honda parts or something.
Yeah, the book on a 1987 CRX.
Yeah, the owner's manual.
Yeah.
Y'all gotta read that, boys.
That's how you know to fix your own cars.
That's the way to go, man. Yeah, I've been trying to do that. I've actually got a small bookshelf behind me. I may look through that tonight, try to read before bed and try to relax. So, what about yourself? You gonna call it a night? Relax?
I need to, but I'll probably stay up and I don't know. Maybe get down on some gaming or something. Maybe not. Who the hell knows?
Yeah, I thought about
pass out.
I know. I thought about that. I was like, man, I could get down on like a game of Fortnite or something. Then I'm like, if I do that, man, I'm never going to want to go to bed. And then I'll go to bed a lot later. I always blame myself in the morning. I'm like, I didn't sleep enough. And then I'm like, yeah, I went to bed like at fucking 1 o'clock, 1:30.
Fortnite. Get all your meal preps together. Get all your stuff.
Yeah, man, I don't even have any meal prep this week. We're still munching on a little bit of leftover ham and turkey. We're almost, I think we've almost cashed it all out, but we got that, and then I'm leaving Friday morning to go out of town. So, yeah, nothing, no real meal prep this week. Just kind of eating what we have for groceries and seeing where it takes us. I would like to order some of that kangaroo, man. I'm going to try to look at some exotic meat soon. I think we should have that might be fun to save for January. Have a homie's barbecue where we taste some exotic meats.
Baby used to love my exotic meat, y'all.
I knew it.
All right, folks. New one's upon us. Getting ready for the week. Let's get you cashed out. Cranking up the cutty.
Whew.
As we wind it down for the night, folks, you all have a great week coming up weekend. Jay Wiki, before we get on out of here, what do you have to say to the folks out there in podcast land? Have any words of wisdom and our final thoughts?
I sure do. This is a great quote. It's been said many different ways, but the way it popped up when I was looking for it, you don't stop hunting because you get old. You get old because you stop hunting.
Ooh, words of wisdom from Jay Wiki. I like it. I like it. All of you out there have a great week and weekend coming up. Well, I forgot about Wiz, so I know he's not going to say shit.
Oh, fuck y'all, man.
Yay. Hit the follow, subscribe button. Check us out on YouTube. I think maybe next week or the week after, I'm going to start on the Meat Man Chronicles. I don't know. I gotta start doing that and not be a bitch.
Do it.
I keep waiting too long till it's like a day of podcast. I'm like, well, but I'm gonna do it, folks. So be on the lookout for that. Follow, subscribe. I already said that. Yeah, I did say that. Have a great week and weekend. We out of here. Get in the jello.